Go ahead and save over here. Oop. Stream crashed for a moment. We seem to be okay. It was literally just down for a second. I don't know if that was my internet or if it was Twitch. Could be either. Let me check to see if I dropped any frames. No, I didn't, so I think that was Twitch's side. On the bright side, it didn't reset the timer this time, so we got that going for us. But it is still showing me an unstable bitrate, so... mind our dust, I guess, is the way that's gonna play out. Oh no, the ladder is gone! Jump into the sun. That's not relevant here. But, if we just push this gentleman over here, that opens the ladder back up. We can't open that yet, though. I know the jump into the sun thing is relevant to opening that chest, I just don't remember what it means. It is most likely relevant somewhere else. Ow. That is correct, there is a trolley up there. That's the one I showed you guys already. I could go through and pretend I don't know things and try to make things be a surprise, but right now, there's not a lot of reason for those things to be surprises. Unlike surprise lasers, there's always reasons for surprise lasers. Yeah, as you can see, if we pop his ball, he runs around like normal. If we kill him, his ball just kind of sits there. Pay no mind to the flying pharaoh heads that want me dead. They're... thing. Aim and shoot. Now, you might be wondering what the hell they're talking about with that. What you do is you do what I just did there, but better. Because I believe you have to shoot through that gap at the top there. But, you know, you miss, you get blasted. Because the idea is you're meant to break that pot over there. But I fucked up. And since I was already pretty heftily injured, the lightning certainly took care of the rest. Yes, yes. Now, mind you, in the original version of this game, there was no Zelpid mailer or anything. You had to figure all this out more or less yourself. There we go. And that makes this get out of the way, so we can deal with this jerk. Okay. Now we can go down here, put a pressure plate down here. Boop. Boop. And that makes the knife revealed. Now, I bet you thought we were only going to be using this whip the entire time. Yeah, joke's on you. There's better weapons. Very short range, but very spammable. Lemeza will cut you. And your friends. And your friends' friends. And there's a shop down here. This is Text Tracks. He found it on the ground, but what it does, it lets you record information that you scan off of tablets and things. It's very helpful. It also... yeah. You are very sassy for somebody that's so flammable, Mr. Mummy. Just gonna tell you that right now. It also shows you two other sub-weapons. They say they're sold out because they're the ammunition for those sub-weapons, not the weapons themselves. So, you know, just put those out of your mind for the moment. They don't really exist. Sonic's really let himself go. We'll just deal with that. Yeah, there's some places you can't go immediately. Like, in here is not really particularly viable at the minute. This room also doesn't exist at the moment, but will later. There is man, therefore there is woman. A weapon shall not be used within the woman. Yeah. I mean, that just makes sense. Behold, Mustachio's son. It sure is a fucking thing. We can't get across this because it's all slopes. Whee! Whee! Ow. Whee! You might notice that this looks different. This will be relevant later. The astute amongst you can probably guess what it's for, or considering where it is. Their shields can be knocked out of their way as long as you hit them multiple times. Meditate under Wadjet. Do nothing more than pray. That is a hint to a puzzle in a different room. A kind of annoying puzzle unless you actually have that information, honestly. I appear to have been disconnected from my chat. There we go. Yeah, I think Twitch's servers just in general had a moment there again. We seem to be completely back now. This is a heat-proof case. You might be able to guess what you need a heat-proof case for, considering how the waterproof case works. But we'll get into that later. You got my hopes up. I sad. Well, just ruined his whole day. Yeah, that's why it's a bad idea to hit those, by the way. You hit them too many times, they start shooting at you. One or two of them actually matter for puzzles. To the one who has solved all the puzzles, make thy descent now. Well, I haven't solved all the puzzles, so I guess I'm staying up here, huh? Haha, sucker. You get to be in that trap, not me. Yeah, if you fall for that trap, you have to grail out. You're just stuck there. If you didn't get the Holy Grail somehow, well, guess you're loading your save. Have fun with that. The holy fish dwells on this rock. It shall be transformed into a scale sphere when polished by a maiden of purity. It shall protect thou from the impure water. Now, you can probably guess what all of that means, or at the very least infer enough to understand that that is something you want. I wonder what that eye is. Call forth the power of the twins. The twins are 2 in 1. The twins are identical to each other. Very unhelpful, but means something in the future. Now, if we just kind of hang out here... The chest opens. Don't put a weight on that pedestal. Just don't do it. Because that is the Eye of Wadjet. That is why they tell you to do nothing other than pray. For the longest time, I kept falling for that one over and over again, because I'm like, oh, I must have just done something wrong after I put the weight there. No, putting the weight there is what you do wrong. This is how you get the Temple of the Sun Ankh Jewel. Here's Silpit explaining Ankh Jewels and how they work. He wants us to come back and talk to him. We don't really need to at the moment. Silpit's just being kind of clingy. He's got nothing better to do, sitting back in the village all the time. We will probably be warping out of here soon, just not quite yet. Or maybe we will be warping out of here immediately, because I forgot that this is the room that I can't get back out of. So, yeah. Fun fact, this will be the boss room. We just can't do anything in here right now. Just letting Lameza take a nap in the spikes, because that's fun. You can thankfully just kind of sit in the spikes after you hit them the first time as well. They won't continuously hurt you, as long as you don't get bounced into them again. Now that I have the knife, I will be using the knife rather extensively because I like the knife. The whip is very good for a fair amount of situations. Oh, never mind, the timer has now reset. Why did it reset after I reconnected? God damn it, Twitch. Why do you suck at your job so badly? God. That is genuinely frustrating. Because that, I'm probably going to have to actually splice together. Unlike the last one where I just ignored it and went ahead and said it was fine. That was only like, I think, not even an hour. I don't know if I want to upload that section of the VOD when it's only like a 45-minute section. And I'm just cleansing the notifications because now there's a bunch of duplicates and shit going on because of it breaking. It would be so nice if Twitch's servers weren't setting themselves on fire on a regular basis. That would be so nice. Because I would fully accept the fact that it was my internet if I dropped any frames or anything. But considering my internet connection is absolutely fine, and no frames were dropped or anything, the only thing I can assume is that that was purely on Twitch's side. That I lost connection to their services. Which is just frustrating. Weights are purchased, not there. This one? Nope. He is gun. Which, I do want gun. The gun is actually a unique sub-weapon in that it is incredibly powerful, which that part's not a surprise. It is also very limited in how much you can use it, even more so than most sub-weapons. Is you cannot find ammo for it. You have to purchase ammo. And there are only a couple places you can buy ammo, and I believe they can run out. For example, you can buy ammo here. But it's very expensive. Let's see. Is there anything I wanted to do here at the moment? No. I don't think we've gained the capacity to do anything else here quite yet. I just wanted to show you guys the Temple of the Sun, though. And I got the thing I wanted, so we're gonna go ahead and do things elsewhere now. Because there's one more area connected to here that I have not shown you all yet. And it involves going this way. I meant to actually go through that gap over there, but it's okay. The area I'm talking about is down here anyway. Remember this thing that I said to ignore? We're gonna deal with that now. There's also an extra shop here. He sells Guild. As he says there, it'll make a sound happen whenever there's a shop hidden on that screen. It's very handy. I will not be buying more, Mr. Ghost. The sad tale of the giants. The tragic history of the giants is written here. The giants are another one of the races of people here. And they're not kidding when they say that it's a sad story. They had a bit of a time. The first age of the sun was destroyed by flood. The second age of the sun was destroyed by the god of wind. Third age of the sun was destroyed by the god of fire. The fourth age of the sun was destroyed by blood and fire falling from the sky. The same thing was written in Mayan prophecy. Could there be a connection? So it's flood, wind, fire, blood, and fire. Now, if you look at these images over here, you might realize that there's a connection. Specifically, flood, wind, fire, and that just leaves this one as blood and fire. We solved the puzzle, but what the fuck did it do? I figured out where the Cliff of Radiance is, but there's some sort of door here blocking my way. Pulling it doesn't open it. Actually, there isn't even a doorknob to pull. What if I was supposed to push? Guess I'll never know. Yeah, that's a whole other problem. Notice now that that ladder exists. We can go ahead and do this, which made a clunk noise. What that clunk means, we'll figure out. We can go down that ladder over there already, but we're not going to do that quite this second. I believe I want to go this way. No, I do not. That is the wrong direction. The clunk is further away from here, so we will go ahead and go through this doorway over here to the new area, and we will attend to what I did later. Welcome to the Mausoleum of the Giants. So these are the ruins of the beings known as Giants. I am this close to deciphering the legend of the Giants, but... dead. We were unable to fulfill the Great Mother's wishes. Now I, too, the last remaining of us, am due for a long slumber, Abudo. Go ahead and activate that. Except it was a trap. You might have thought that because it was connected to this thing here, that it was actually important. Nope. Fuckery. Pure and straight fuckery. Get used to that. The mother was great. She made even the giants look tiny. The giants were great. Thou art tiny, like a little doll. You know, make a guy I feel insignificant, why don't you? A Nebra sky disk lies beneath this land. Leap upon what floats there from high above. The heavens shall then move at your command. That'll make sense later. I know exactly what they mean by that, but you guys won't know what that means quite yet. Now, I'm gonna go look at something, and it means more than it says, but we're not gonna fuck with it. Thou art forbidden from again laying eyes on this marker. Those who heed not this warning will suffer the pain of death. Notice how it turned around. Do not, under any circumstances, read that tablet again. You read that tablet again, and unless you load a save or start over, you are locked into hard mode. And let me tell you, this game's hard enough already. If you activate hard mode, you're probably fucked. So, you know, have fun with that. Once I get to the grail point for this area, I will show off what it looks like when that happens, but I'm not going to do it and actually do the whole thing. La-mulana Ruins Dictionary, the sealed wall. A wall with a relief of a huge eye. It seems to be hiding something very important. These giant fists will just punch you if they see you. But you can hit them from behind just fine. There's the Grail Point. Behold the Mausoleum of the Giants. The sad memories of the Giants are contained within. What do you want, Zelpid? It's me! In the Mausoleum of the Giants, there's a stone tablet that talks about the history of the Giants. Be sure to read it. There's no other way to learn the names of the leaders and their history. Which, their names and such are going to be important to us. There are puzzles relating to that. It was a moonlit night that G started praying to the land. I expected it to jump, and it didn't jump. Upsetting. A blanket of countless stars spread over Bado, falling into a deep slumber. So, keep in mind the names G and Bado so far. Now, I'll go ahead and do what I said I was going to do before I get too out of hand around here. Actually, let me hit the autosave so I don't have to do that. Hi! Hey there, Tiny. Welcome to La-mulana. We have a knife now instead of a whip, because I found a knife. We also had another disconnect, sadly. So the uptime is incorrect. Just ignore that. Budo, G, Ribu, and Saki all hoped that there would come a day when the mother would live in this land. Thank you. I'm glad it worked out. I still think I should work on it a little bit more, but it works for the time being. Now I'm gonna do something horribly stupid that we will promptly undo. Remember how I said don't read this tablet a second time? Mongrel who disobeyed the warning, taste bitter death. Yeah. Yeah. Take note of the exploding skulls as your real big prompt that something's gone horribly wrong. The Anubis that spawned over there on the left that instantly killed me, because it drains your life very, very rapidly, and the fact that the amount of enemies in this room basically tripled. That's why hard mode's a bad idea. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. So yeah. And that effect applies to everywhere in the game after you read that tablet a second time. The enemies are all tougher, there's a lot more of them, and all of the bosses become horrendously tough as far as health goes by comparison to normal. There we go. Missed the spikes by an inch. Yeah, I know. You want me to come back, Zell, but I don't care. But yeah, he's just explaining the floor switches and such, which we already know about. In order to return the mother to the heavens, Bado, Miguela, Leto, and Fudo built a flying tower. Basically, they made a rocket. The first child had the body of a snake. The second child, a large body. The third child soared through the sky. The fourth child had the body of a fish. The fifth child had wisdom. The sixth child was born of the earth. The seventh child cast the mother away. The eighth child thus did not know the mother. Let us place the spirit of the ninth child into the body of child 0. Now, a lot of this isn't going to make any sense. We can immediately infer from this that the giants are the second children. Hence the large body. The youngest, Saki, tread his own path. He put a key on Leto's body, falling into slumber with his powers in hand. Now you might be wondering, why is he pointing at this? Whee! Ow. One of these I'm supposed to... Is it... Am I supposed to... I know I'm supposed to be hitting something in here. I thought it was this, since it's reacting to me, but... Clearly fucking something up here. Maybe I'm not able to do this yet. I might have done things out of order again. Yeah, I think the wheel... I think I needed to hit that pressure plate over there before I could do this. This is what I get for showing things off for fun. That's fine. Holy Grail away! Keep forgetting that fist is there. Yeah, we got style for days. We've also got death. Plenty of death. Ow. I have the worst time fighting these weird, like, shrimp things. Okay. What does this say? Zebu would not budge, for he was the one who sustained the land. But the rest of them split into two sides and continued the battle. Sounds like there was a civil war amongst the giants. As is traditional for most cultures. Yep, can't scan that statue. Or that one. That one? Ow. Can't scan a fist, either. Those who plunder the red shall never escape. Who knows what that said? Doesn't matter. Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure. Now you might be wondering, I can't grab a ladder while I'm jumping. How am I supposed to do anything with that? That one? I honestly don't remember. We'll figure it out at some point. Do, 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 do. Zebu, the firstborn, was holding up the land, and thus unable to move. This guy's seen better days right here. Strength lies at the foot of Futo. But which one is Futo? Well, isn't that a question? You know, I've already been doing other bad ideas. Let's go this way. Welcome to the Twin Labyrinths. This place sucks. I hate it here. Bye. We'll deal with that place later. I only have 8 health. I really need to be careful. Really thought I was going to be a hit short there and die, and I was going to be sad. Fuck. So yeah. Yeah. That almost was bad. We're just gonna go now. We're just gonna not be here anymore. Hit the wrong button. Shit. That one. So yeah. That was nearly a tragedy. We're just gonna go visit the hot spring and not think about what nearly happened there. I was half expecting that snake to give me my level and I was gonna be upset. Which I'm still going to be upset when I gain a level, because we'll fully heal and we'll have wasted that experience, but it's fine. Now, sadly, I do actually need to go to the Twin Labyrinth sometime soon. There's something there that we need. And I should have just went and got it rather than bailing out of that hellhole, but I just didn't want to be there. Especially not at 8 health. That place sucks. I'm gonna hold on to my money, I think. I was debating buying extra weights or buying the gun or something, but we don't need the gun. And I'll be tempted to use it too much if I buy it right now. We don't have the map of this area yet. Right, still can't go that way. Don't mind me as I just flail my knife in front of me to protect me from fists. Ooh. The skeleton cushioned my fall, it's fine. But this is the Nebra Sky Disk they mentioned before, as shown here. La-mulana Ruins Dictionary. Nebra Sky Disk, a mural with carvings of the moon, sun, and stars. Looks like it's built to spin. The celestial bodies lie within. Control the celestial bodies, and even time may be shifted. Now, if you've paid attention to the other tablets we saw and put 2 and 2 together, you can probably guess what we need to do here. Not miss. That's an important part of that. If we land on those hard enough, it will rotate the sky disk and change what it's set to. Now, if it's set to stars, it should change something. I think it was... somebody was under a blanket of stars at some point. That was mentioned. But I don't know who it is. Here's another door, by the way. So that's the whole thing. We are the second race, born of the Great Mother. Well, that confirms what I said before. We were created in order to return the Mother to the heavens. Let me tell you the sad tale of our race. The race began with 9 brothers, Zebu, Badu, Megala, Leto, Futo, Abudo, Ji, Ribu, and Saki. So yeah, that's all the names of the giants. Not a very large race, aside from in size. Which, now that I say it that way, really sounds kind of stupid, but either way. Let's take a peek in here. This is the Endless Corridor. It lives up to its name. It loops in on itself. I hate it here too. Let's not be there either. We'll come back to that later. I forget where the information that tells you to use this pot to go to the spring in the sky is. Is there an exit from this room down here anywhere? No. Each setting of the sky disk changes some of the stuff in the map here. I just don't remember which one the stars apply to. There he goes. That's the one. He falls asleep, and now we have a platform. Fun fact, if I did not move out of the way, that would have crushed me and instantly killed me. So, yeah. Notice, though, that the wait spot for that spawned over there. So you gotta go all the way around to use it. Miguela is left-handed. That's actually somewhat helpful. That tells me which one Miguela is, because we just have to find the one holding something in his left hand. Which helps narrow down which giant is which. Because that presumably means that one of these two is him. And it should actually be this one, I think, because he's holding his spear with his left hand. Oh yeah, there's also a shop hidden behind that pot. We gained our level to get our health back. I will be buying these Hermes boots immediately. Because that's what lets us run up those slopes I showed you all before that you just run infinitely on. And can't go anywhere. Ta-da! Fun fact, if you leave that screen too early, upon putting the weight there, you actually have to put a weight there again. So don't do that. Oh. Anyway. Lameza is impressive in that he can rebound from an impact like that like it was nothing. His bones should be powder by now. And there's the Ankh Jewel for this area, so we can fight the boss. Also, remember that thing about that we couldn't fully read that said something about red light and being unable to escape? Yeah, if you don't get out of there fast, you get trapped in there. The red light is referring to the Ankh Jewels, as we established with a previous Stone tablet earlier. Yeah, isn't there something to do with the fact that I can stand here, too? I think we can trigger something involving that, but we don't have that result together right now. Even though I hate the Twin Labyrinth, let's go ahead and go in there right now, because there is a thing I need to do here. And we're actually in decent shape to do it. Take note of this eye being in here. If I hit the wrong things in here, I get blasted. The twins were the sole survivors of the first child. The hero of the third child captured them and thus obtained the wisdom of the first child. Now you might think, oh, we're about to leave the area. No, we're not. They use a similar ladder for the transition doors around here. What I wanted, though, was in here, the helmet. This lets you go through waterfalls, because for some reason having head protection means you don't get thrown down by waterfalls. Just don't question it too much. We will want to be coming back to that shop at some point, but right now we don't need to worry about that. I want out of here. You might be thinking, wow, this place doesn't seem that bad. Why are you so freaked out about being here? It'll make sense later. Also, take note of the fact that I went back and didn't actually go back. Yeah, that's part of why this place sucks. That's why it's called the Twin Labyrinth, is the layout of this place doesn't make any sense. Which, it does actually make sense, but it doesn't visually make sense, if that makes sense. I've said that phrase too many times. It's a fascinating game, it's just also a nightmare. Many bats, yes. Two different kinds of bats, in fact. There's these eyeball bats and then the regular bats that we had before. Also, seeing those is significant, but I won't get into why. Because we're not supposed to know that that's significant yet. Yeah, they're just giant eyeballs with bat wings. Beyond the skull is the entrance to L.R. There's some wild stuff running around in here. I don't remember how to get out of here. I thought I remembered how to get out of here, but I'm clearly incorrect. Hell. Oh yeah, there's just non-jewel just hanging out over there. That's not suspicious at all. You also can't go side to side in here because of this fog. Let's just go get this. Oh no, it exploded into bats. Tiny, why have you sent your bat swarm after me? Why? We are definitely looping. Oh, I'm just gonna have to grail out of here, because I forget the path out of here, and we could be here all day if I keep doing that. We also got what we went in there for anyway. But yeah, there are a lot of bats in this game. There will always be bats. But you'll notice that the bats that came out of that Ankh, for example, weren't eyeball bats. They look different. That's because there's something very unique about the Twin Labyrinths, but we'll get into that later. Yeah, lots of snakes. I stab snake. I want to go back to the Gate of Guidance now. Now, for those wondering, since I said I was going to be using a guide later, if I had it open now because of the pathing I'm taking, no, this is all from memory. The door I want is right over here. But yeah, take a look at these bats and realize these aren't giant eyeballs with wings. These are actually, like, fairly normal bats. Just keep that in mind. It'll make something about the Twin Labyrinth make sense later. Yeah. Open the floodgate. The water will once again flow. Open the floodgate of wands. I got nothing for you on those. Evolution went wrong. Archaeology Dictionary, Celtic cross. A ringed cross similar to those that exist in regions of Celtic civilization. And then there's this bastard right here. He rides up the waterfalls and then jumps out at you to piss you off. Ordinarily, if we didn't have the helmet, we would not be able to pass through those waterfalls. They would just immediately send me down to where their origin point is, down at the bottom. Ow. Well, the bat got me. Thankfully, we can swim. We will slowly die in water, as established before. Also, if you thought the other fish didn't make sense, get a load of that guy. Either the literal seahorse or this jerk over here. Take your pick. Both of them don't make any sense. I would like out of the water, please. We gotta go. This is why I bought the waterproof case before coming here. Yikes. Because as I mentioned before, without the waterproof case, you can't use the laptop or the Holy Grail or anything in the water. Actually, I think you can still use the Holy Grail. It used to be you couldn't in the original version, I think. It might be that you can now. I don't remember. It blends together. But we're just gonna heal up at the hot spring and regret my life choices. to hit the right buttons. There we go. Back to the gate of guidance. We're gonna walk right back to where we just were and try to do better this time. Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm going the right way. I mean, really, I am going the wrong way. I don't really want to be here, but I have to be here. Also, don't ask me about the weird, like, twitchy leg these fishmen do. I don't know what's going on with that either. Keep this in mind for the future. This will be very important later, but unfortunately, much later. I cannot be touched as long as I'm stabbing. This is my invulnerability shield. It doesn't actually work against bats, particularly, but... Ow. Right, I can't actually do this yet. This is pointless. Whee! Ow. Yeah, they just pop for some reason. Don't know how to deal with that either. Aside from, I believe in the second game they get referred to as Golden Bursty, which is actually a thing. But I don't remember what all that means either. Just that that is in fact a thing. Ow. Fuck you. Sail away. There thou will find where Bahamut slumbers. The Fishmaster holds the red light. There's the grail point for this area right over there, by the way. I chose the wrong waterfall. And this is why that fish sucks. Because we're gonna be here for a while. Until I can get it to line up right where he doesn't just knock me down the ladder. Because I can't do anything about him. I have to basically hope I hit him before he hits me. Which, as you might imagine, is a little bit of a crapshoot. Got him. First and foremost, I'll be washed away by that waterfall. If only I had a helmet, I could probably get by. That's where you get the information about needing the helmet. Whee! Behold the spring in the sky. It is a place built by the giants. Which is also why I went to the Mausoleum of the Giants first, so you understood the giants exist. Over his head, huh? Okay. You don't want to be in the water any more than you have to. Because as we established, you constantly take damage in the water. The Mother's wrath sank the earth. The people persevered at the bottom of the sea until her anger had subsided. They persevered until a child with the strength to rise to the surface was born. Above the sun is the spring in the sky. We want to launch him in order to open that chest. He'll also do something else later. But you really have to pummel on him for him to go and do his thing. But that gets us this area's Ankh Jewel as well. Things I will not be making use of anytime quick. We are unfortunately low enough on health that I'm going to have to bail out of here again, I think, soon. Because of the constant damage from the water. I would like to be able to reach the place where I can stop taking that damage, but unfortunately that's not going to really work. Those seeking Eden, open the 4 boxes, seek the 4 pedestals, stand before a face of the highest rank, in a place bathed in moonlight. That is going to be vitally important much, much later. We will come back when I have text tracks and save that so I can remember that that's a thing that's happening. We can't do anything with that pedestal because it's locked. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to warp out of here again. God damn it. This is why I don't like the spring in the sky. You spend a lot of time bailing out of there if you make a wrong turn, because you just start melting. Hang on. Saw a weird notification, and I got distracted. If he had killed me, I would have been very upset. Why did I warp back here in the first place? Because I needed to heal. Silly me. I think I just didn't rotate far enough. Yeah, I forget a lot of the triggers in the Spring in the Sky as well, because it's a place I did not spend any longer than I had to. Now, there is a way to avoid taking damage in the water, and that is what I was trying to work towards in there. But unfortunately, I don't remember the right path for that. So it's going to take a little bit of doing. Let's talk to the Elder a little bit. See what he's got to tell me. Well, I just saved you having to send it. Now you can tell me. Just tell me the things you were going to email me about, old man. It's fine. No? Not going to tell me? Fuck you. You going to say anything else? No. No, he isn't. He's just going to keep repeating that line now. God damn it. There are certain situations where he'll just repeat the same dialogue ad infinitum because of the current situation. Ordinarily, he has entertaining things to say. Right now, he's useless. I mean, at least I can just warp into here now. I don't think there's anything I can do over on that end. I'm forgetting something. I know for a fact I'm forgetting something. It's something important. Something involving this. For those that missed it, by the way, if I touch something like this when I'm not supposed to, I get struck by lightning. So, you know, that's great. I know he's not... I know he didn't move up there. Actually, wait. Did he? I'm remembering something, but I'm only getting a piece of it, and I'm trying to make sense of it. Oh yeah, this is also a thing. This is what I need for up there. That gets us the Caltrops. There we go. We also didn't go this way yet. Where more of those weird fishmen are. May as well demonstrate the Caltrops. You throw them on the ground, and anything that steps on them, yourself included, will take damage. There are actually multiple strategies involving caltropping yourself so that you don't take damage from something that will hurt a lot more. And there's the Spring in the Sky map, so we can actually tell what this hellhole looks like. The priest, Owans, takes the form of a fish. This land flourishes under him, as only he may close the floodgate. Take note of the fact that there's another one of those cranks over there, too. I believe we need to flood those rooms before those cranks work, now that I'm thinking about it. Nope, that didn't do anything. Okay. I don't remember what this block is for. It might just be a thing. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Heal thine tired body. The fairy will greatly heal thou. The fairy will help thy fight. The fairy will provide treasure. The fairy will reveal secrets. That is describing multiple things, despite the fact that they use the same phrase over and over again. But we'll get into that a fair bit later. We don't have access to ferries yet. I fucked up royally. Send help. SOS. Send the Coast Guard. Can I make this jump right now? I think I can. Yeah. Fuck you, fish. I don't think I want to be over here. No, I do not. No, 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 no. Shit. I forgot I had Caltrops equipped. Ah! No. No. Nope. Get me out of here. Remember how I said at the beginning of this that it may look like things were easy, but it was going to start to kick my ass? Yeah, that's the place it really starts kicking my ass. The constant draining life in the water around there really tears me apart. Especially since I didn't go get all of the sacred orbs I could have right now. Just for context, every area of the game has a sacred orb you can get that'll extend your life. We've only gotten the Guidance Gate one so far. But we can get one currently, I think, in the Mausoleum of the Giants it's accessible, as well as the Temple of the Sun one. Might even be able to access the one in the water place that I hate. I don't think I can get to the one that's here, but I do want to show something off further along over here. Was it down there? There's actually multiple things I should be showing off right now. Because if you climb up over the Elder, there's Death Village, which is some nice little software we can make use of at some point, but not quite right now. Igoro's first Flash game. You lead a man through a haunted house. Now, you might be wondering, well, why does this take so much RAM, and why did you want this? On its own, it doesn't really do a lot, but later on, that'll be very, very helpful. As I will just reveal a game mechanic right now, you can combine software to trigger various effects. Death Village is software that combines with a specific other software to do something very, very potent. But unfortunately, I don't have the other half of it yet. Yeah, he's telling me about the big bad waterfall that I'm not scared of right now. Oh, come on now. Birds are a problem, as is tradition. There we go. The waterfall in question is right over here. I once again forgot I had Caltrops equipped, because I never equip Caltrops normally. There we go. Geronimo! There's a chest over there. There's also something behind this rock here. Nope, being carried away by the tide. SOS. And that something is bats. Now, there's actually a chest above this, but you can use this as a means of escaping the water for a moment to figure things out. I don't think we can actually access that box quite yet. Yeah, because I can't reach that with the whip, and I don't have anything else that reaches upward. I'd have to do some wacky nonsense, and I don't feel like dealing with that right now. There's a couple odds and ends around here still that we might potentially be able to get. There we go, that's our health back. You know how we had that fish problem, though? We're about to have a bird problem of the same kind. Because we are very, very vulnerable on ladders. Somewhere along the rocks here, there was a thing, I remember. It was down here? There we go. Take note of that tent. I don't know if I can make it in there right now or not. Yes, I can. Thanks for buying La-mulana. Yeah, this is not actually a shop or anything incredible, but it gets you Mercury Master, which is gonna matter later. So I'm getting it now, so I don't have to remember to go looking for that. That is specifically their 5th game. It's a game about flipping skirts, because Japan. Just don't question that too much, honestly. You'll be a lot better off. Oh, tiny. But yeah, Mercury Master does not help us right now. It's another part of a software combination that we do not have the rest of yet. One of these buttons also lets me quick swap things, and I don't remember how. But I think the controls on this controller are also a little jank, because it doesn't particularly care for this controller. So let me actually sit here and fix that while I'm thinking about it. So jump, main weapon, sub-weapon, use item, next weapon, previous weapon, next sub, previous sub, pause, menu, go to the right, go to the left, select can be that. Actually, no, that's the wrong kind of select. Son of a bitch. Give me a second, I need to fix that. There we go. Now I've fixed the controls, and they're gonna drive me a lot less crazy. Because now I can open the menu with the actual select button, and pause with the actual pause button instead of using the shoulder buttons. And I can now switch my sub-weapons and my weapons with the shoulder buttons like I'm supposed to. The first one gets a little confused with a PS4 controller. The second game is better about that. Because this game was made back in 2012, which was before games really started, at least PC games really started playing ball with controllers of other types. Which, that's worth noting as well. This is an 11-year-old game. So, a couple odds and ends you may encounter in this. Just remember that it's an 11-year-old game. But yeah, that's everything we can do here on the surface for the moment, I believe. There's one or two things still here in the guidance gate we can do. Let's get those taken care of. At least I think I can do them now. Is you can complete basically the entire guidance gate before going anywhere else. There's just one or two treasures you can't get without having gone elsewhere and getting certain things. Like this room here. Can't do shit here right now. Even though there's a chest in plain sight. Just trying to remember pathing. There we go. This allows us to do the first boss fight of the game. I don't know if I really want to be doing this right now, but I'm going to do it anyway. The room completely changes and reveals Amphisbaena. The fire-breathing snake with 2 heads for reasons. I should switch to the whip for this because this knife is too short. I really should have stocked up on shuriken before doing this. I am going to die a miserable death. There's the spot. I remembered that there was a spot I could stand and hit them safely. I just needed to remember where it was. Shit. I thought I was in a sweet spot there. Whoop. It takes quite a few hits to kill Amphisbaena, especially with just our basic stuff going on here. We did get a few free hits in with the shuriken that I did have available, but I keep missing the timing because I'm trying to live. Crazy notion, I know, trying to live and all that. Come on. You'll notice... There we go. That's how you can tell it was almost dead, is it was getting faster and faster. But that's our first boss done. Congratulations, you've obliterated Amphisbaena, but the adventure continues. You have more yet to do, little adventurer. Yeah, that got us a full heal, and that's just a boss dealt with. It's me, come back to my tent now. Something bad has happened. Oh no, what did the Elder fuck up now? You old bastard. Called me back for nothing. Now I'm just out of here. Fuck you. He is telling us something important, though. Those 4 philosophers are important. No, I don't want to hear any of that. I didn't want to hear any of that to begin with. But you decided to force me to come back here. Just look at him go. Look at him having a great time. Uh-huh. Yep, you can quit any time. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just one more game, he says. Just one more game. You're still not important, Zelpud. Fuck you. Okay, he's done. He also has sent us an email when we're like 2 feet outside, because he wanted to apologize for being a pain in the butt. Joke's on him, he's still a pain in the butt either way. Anyway. Let's see. I think that was the only other major thing we could do in the Guidance Gate right now, because we got the map for it, we got the Sacred Orb for it, we got the Holy Grail, we killed the giant 2-headed snake. Yeah, I think that just about covers that. The only other purpose that place has is leading us to other places, and we have access to all of those other places already. So we won't be going back in there until we get access to what we need to get into the one thing that's in there. We have the ability to run up slopes now, so let's go to the Temple of the Sun. As you can see, we can actually get up these now, whereas we were running in place, desperately trying to get anywhere on these before. All thanks to the Boots of Hermes. Oh no, it's a trap. I can't get out. Where's the catch? Dum-de-dum, de-dum-de-dum. A statue of the giant waits in the land of Inferno. The words of the spirit are hidden within, but one must wait for them to present themselves. Lord knows what that means. Oh, we'll just go out through this door. Oh, it's a one-way door and it's going the wrong way. Well. You know that thing up there I was trying to stab? I think I have a problem there, and I know exactly how to fix that. Specifically, we hit that first, for one thing. That opens the chest over there. For two... No. There we go. I just had to hit the right spot. I think the knife was too short to actually hit the sweet spot for that to actually trigger. That activates all of those lights. Now, you might be wondering, well, that didn't help you get out of here, and you'd be correct. But the ladder came back. Oh, no, the ladder's still there to begin with. I don't actually remember how you get out of in here. I think you don't. I think you just warp out of here. I think we just use that to solve some puzzles, and then we just warp out. I could have swore there was a natural way out of here, but I don't remember it. So... we'll just warp 2 feet. Fine. Jump into the sun. And get the map. Just go ahead and push this gentleman over again and get the ladder to reappear. Ta-da! That's gotta be a hell of a sight, seeing this guy flying across the way, stabbing wildly. Ah! Ah! Ooh. Okay. Now, why is this one up here? Okay, no. That's just part of the other thing. Well, fuck. Cast a light, and the truth shall be revealed. Can't climb. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go back up and do that again. And I think if we come in here from this side, I think we're okay. We can just go back up as we would normally. Oh, right, there's this. That's the thing that gets the door open. I knew I was forgetting something in there. We've also knocked a minecart down. We... Off it goes. Now you might be wondering what the point of all of that is, and it'll make sense later. Yeah, he's telling us about using the Hermes boots, but we already got them, so he's telling me too late. Whee! But all the way down here is where the minecart is now. Note the fact that being down here with the minecart means that we can move this whole assembly down. You might be wondering, well, what the hell's the point of this? Well, it'll make sense. But first, whee! We solved the puzzle by shoving a minecart off a cliff. We're not gonna worry about what that did anytime quick. Just understand that doing that is important. It's actually vitally important to something I'm going to regret later. As is tradition. There we go. I think we don't need anything else from this shop, right? Oh, wait, no, this is where the heat-proof case is. Give me that. Yes, you is thanking me, and I'm thanking you for having found that stupid heat-proof case for me. I ain't jumping down there to show things off. No, I ain't doing it. No. Nope. Nope. Can't make me. think we actually want to go up from here now. Yeah. Those that fly shall be cast down. Now, this one's kind of annoying. Because what they mean by those that fly shall be cast down is... Well, take a look at what's flying around on this map. And you might get an idea of what we need to do, and why it's kind of annoying. Yep. Just gotta wait for him to come over here. There we go. And that gets us more health. The woman shall be with child when within the man. Yep, that sure is a fucking thing, La-mulana says. Yep, that's a thing. That is part of one of the weirdest puzzles in this game, and yeah, it's a thing. The path that connects two pyramids. Ta-da! That's a secret thing. Now, there is something about Mustachio Sun here, but we're not going to deal with that right now. In part because we can't. Not in Survive. And in part because I don't want to. Get a load of that horrifying snake thing on the right, by the way. That is also going to be a problem. So, for context's sake... Can I hit it all from here? I can, okay. Notice how I could actually hit that. Just remember that for later. Not doing that right now because I don't have the proper tool to do that. And there went my chat connection again, so that's a thing. Twitch is really having a moment. The chat is back now, but just like for a second there it was just sitting on connecting to chat again. And it already dropped entirely earlier, like I said. Very frustrating. This was the one that didn't lead me where I wanted it, wasn't it? Yeah. I just walked through in a fucking circle. God damn it. 1 second. It can be a little hard to tell spatially where the ladders actually go. I'd go through that door on the right there, but you have to go from the right to the left with that door. And, you know, it would also be kind of hard to push on a door that's above you anyway. A little bit of a problem. We wanted this ladder, because it takes me up high enough that I can jump over to the pyramid. After a fashion. Oh yeah, there's also this whole room full of tablets over here. This is a very, very important room. We just can't get there right now. Oh look, we're in here again. Okay. Oof. Hello, cat. Die. And now we're above the pyramid. We can actually cross this now because we have the Hermes boots. Now we gotta deal with this jerk, though. Which right now, we kinda can't, because I've only got the one shuriken, and that's about the only way we can hit him. Ow. So we'll just carry on this way instead. I don't remember if this matters right now, but I'm gonna look anyway. There is no light up ahead. Yep, that's not actually that helpful. Also, don't touch that. Fill this place with the mirror that side will come within thy reach. Don't adjust your sets. That was me just being a pain in the ass. There we go. Can I? I cannot. And I can't actually hurt him from here either. Okay. So I do actually need to deal with him the conventional way. That's what I was afraid of. I was trying to be sneaky and it didn't work. I need to go buy some shuriken then. Or try my best to get enemies to drop some. And that is highly unlikely. So rather than wasting... Good job, me. Way to hit all of the wrong buttons in sequence such as to waste the only shuriken you did have. Good job. Everyone is very impressed. Hopefully 20 is enough. I don't know if it is or not to deal with him. There's probably also a better way, but that's the way I've always dealt with it. That is, of course, if my memory isn't lying to me, which it is wont to do. Oof. I am broke, so I don't think this has any use for me anymore. Yeah, he only has text tracks anyway. Right, that just leads to that room. Okay. You want to not get hit by that flame, because otherwise you are likely to fall down entirely and have a whole to-do about getting back. A similar to-do to the one that I've wasted my time with multiple times already today. No, that's not actually working. I can't kill that, then. I don't think. I think I'm remembering wrong entirely, because that should have been having a damage reaction if that was going to do something. I can't do anything here, then. That's upsetting. I clearly remembered things very incorrectly. And I don't think that jump's makeable, either. Oh, no, it is. That's what I needed to do, then, was go up and over him. I was told to choose 3 women. They are waiting at the promised location. I couldn't do it. They yet still wait within the moon-gazing pit. To the one who reads this now, please pierce her heart in my stead, she who never lets her smile fade. Hey there, Pazzy. How you doing, buddy? Ow. I'm doing fine, aside from getting murdered with lasers. There's dust coming off of it occasionally. I seem to recall that that's relevant in some way. I don't remember what to do with these things. I think it's falling apart slowly. Nice. Maybe something will happen eventually if I keep doing this. I do genuinely forget what to do with this thing. Yeah, I could also just sit here and it'll keep firing and it can't hit me. Maybe this will expedite whatever does happen with this. Because every few shots I see the dust come off of it, so I'm assuming that's relevant in some way. Yeah. It'll be fine. I've done worse. Ha! Caltrops. Well, that didn't accomplish much either. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that that's not working. Who was in here again? Oh wait, we didn't even talk to him yet. The goddess Isis is at the Temple of the Sun. She gave birth to Horus and is a figure of motherhood. Because of this fact, she waits silently, perched higher than any god. Very good. In fact, actually, I'm blind. It's... No? That looked like a pressure plate, but it is not. I know there's some stupid thing about this. I just don't remember what it is. Because I know it's not breaking from underneath, because we were down there already. We can't attack it from the front. Yeah. Stabby stabby only works so much, though. We can't solve this problem with stabby stab. I'll come back to that idea later. I'm probably forgetting something that I need for it. Oof. Oh. That used to be a spine. I am going to go elsewhere, I think. I think we've dead-ended... Actually, no, we haven't dead-ended out here, because there's a place over to the left that I tried to go to, fucked up, and then forgot about it. So let's go over there. Though I should probably heal before going there, shouldn't I? That would probably be wise on my part, which is exactly why I'm not going and healing. Because when have I done the wise thing? Gotta get back up there. I mean, now the access to it is right next to the warp. Let me not be stupid. Because otherwise I'm gonna waste my time and everyone else's. Let's just not do that. We will go heal and then be stupid. There is no dead end as long as you have the Holy Grail. And I do see what you did. I understood. There we go. I wish I had a Holy Hand Grenade right about now. So who has time to count? Okay. Ah. Nope. I forgot where the platforms were. Gotta close them back up. And then... I had it right the first time, and I second-guessed where the platforms were. Oh yeah, if you turn yourself very quickly as you jump, you can fly backwards. It's a thing. Yeah. There we go. I wanted to get in here. And fight this thing. Though, to say I wanted to fight this thing is an overstatement. Of course you didn't jump back to that platform when I put caltrops on it. Why would you? That would be helpful. I'm not going up there with where the lasers are. No, thank you. Get to you on that in a second. Thank you for the raid, Thunderstruck Swirl. Hope you're doing well, and welcome in, everybody. What were you up to today? Ah, Dead by Daylight today. How'd that work out for you? Challenge the Inferno Cavern. The road ahead is long. Those who proceed, be prepared to face death. I'm gonna actually want to switch back to the whip for this fight, because I can't reach with the knife particularly well. You'll notice that the longer this fight goes on, the more those lasers are gonna kick in, and it's a problem. Thank you for the follow, Light Striker. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to me trying to deal with this monstrosity over here. Okay, enough messing around with him. I was trying to do it without having to burn all my shuriken on him, but there was getting to be a few too many lasers flying around in here. Now, that whole purpose was just to get through here to enter the Inferno Cavern. It is hot in here because, you know, lava cave. They might be doing after-stream stuff. The lava, it burns. I hit the wrong button. I meant to grail out of there, but I hit the wrong button. So now I'm gonna have to fight that mini-boss again. So yeah, lava hurts. This just in. Lava burns. Eep. Aye. I fucked up again. I thought I touched a ledge so that I could turn around. Turns out I didn't. Because for those who didn't catch it, I have to actually make contact with a wall or anything like that in order to be able to turn around in the air, unless I jump straight up. The jumping in this is a little strange. If I have a jump arc, I'm committed to that arc and I cannot change it. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I can do this fight better this time, theoretically. Nope, can't quite hit him from underneath there. That's okay. This is a very, very easy fight. He just takes a little while to die. I'm doing a terrible job because I'm being impatient now. There he goes. He drops enough experience, though, that you'll almost always heal. Same with most bosses and mini-bosses in this game. Now, without getting cooked immediately, let's go this way. And, of course, read the Elder's email about it being hot in a fire cave, because what do you know, it's hot in here. Don't go into these areas in between where the lava is, because there is a pit there. It will drop you, and you will burn, and you will be sad. Turn left and swing your weapon. Turn right and swing your weapon. The souls of the children long departed shall be awakened. It's part of another piece of information. We won't worry about that right now. This place is incredibly dangerous, though, as you might imagine. Oh, look, there's just a health increase just laying on the ground there. What do you know? It's a trap. Yeah, don't go for that. You fall for that, you're gonna have a bad day. My laptop fried from the heat. That's why I got the heat-proof case. Ack. Yeah, it's not great. The thing is, if I came in there prepared, he would have died long before those would have started firing at all. I honestly forgot that those even start firing. When the snakes are enraged, it shall open. I have to anger both of the snake statues in this room. Also, there's weird layering there. Don't worry about that too much. Nope, not enough. Oi. Pay attention, you damn statue. There we go. Now it gets a little crazy to get over here, but it's fine. Now we have the Inferno Cavern map. There we go. And this takes us back to the place I hate, the Twin Labyrinths. So we're just gonna not be here. I'm just showing off that that door exists. Okay, I didn't fuck up like I thought I did. I thought I was gonna miss the ledge and it was gonna be very bad. Leap of faith over this way, and there's a whole another section of this place. Stick to the walls. Once the flames die down, kick off the walls and proceed. We can't do that yet. But that leads to a very powerful item that we do want, we just can't get it right now. Technically, I shouldn't be here right now. We're here a little early. 2 weapons are kept in this land. One lies beyond Pazuzu's guard, the other lies in the Serdab of Light, which extends from the Pit of Flames. Now, we actually can figure out where the Serdab of Flames is because we know what the rooms are called thanks to the map. The Pazuzu situation, well, we can assume that's what the mini-boss will be called in here, we just don't know where he is. There is more land than meets the eye. It is a pivotal location. Tread a different path and then return to this land again. That is important. We don't need to worry about that right now, but it is important. And yes, you can run enemies over with the blocks like that. It's fun. Okay. Geronimo! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Regret. Instant regret. Send help. I'm getting out of here. Nope. Nope, not falling for it a second time. Good day, sir. So yeah, lava bad. Lava very bad. As everyone would have expected by now. Lava very bad. And unfortunately, I don't remember where the item that stops lava from hurting me as much is. That item exists. Where is it? Somewhere. I am all over the place and doing this in an incredibly disjuncted order, and that is nothing new. Let's see. Let me take stock real quick. Also worth noting, you can actually see all the items we have and are using on Lemeza over there on the right. Like, he's wearing the Hermes boots. He doesn't wear the helmet, which is a little weird. He keeps his hat on the whole time, but it somehow works anyway. And if I switch between the whip and the knife, you can actually see those. If I had a different usable item, the hand scanner would also leave his hand. It's a bunch of nice little touches like that. Unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure where I should be going / want to be going right now. Because like I said, I shouldn't really be in the Inferno Cavern right now. Yeah, you're gonna try to milk tourists for their money and try to get a harem. Dirty old man. Valid. There's nothing I really need to buy, but I should buy a couple more weights. And some more shuriken wouldn't be bad to have, but I'm not gonna buy them at the moment. Unless I need them. I could almost afford to buy the gun, but I don't need the gun. The gun is a want, not a need. One sec. Anyway. We'll go ahead and buy 10 more weights so I have them. Because for those that missed the beginning of this, I need to use those weights to activate those pedestals you saw me pressing down all over the place. Without that, I can't open most doors or solve very many puzzles, so it would just be a bad deal all around to not have those. This is around the point where I'm going to stall out a little bit because I need to remember where I need to go to get the last couple things, and I think I'm mostly missing things over here. Aside from dealing with the Twin Labyrinth as well. I mean, I don't want to think about that. Did that already. Let's see. We've got 3 of the Sacred Orbs now, right? No, we've got the Temple of the Sun one and the other one. The Guidance Gate one. Wrong button. We can't go through this yet because that involves a much later thing. We can climb up on this guy, but it doesn't help us, really. It's gonna take me a hot minute to remember what the next logical step here is. And if it takes me too long, I'll just pull the guide I have available up. Because I do have one on standby for when I invariably forget something. There's still this. We can do something with that, because I didn't spin the sky disc all the way around yet. There's still one more thing we can do with that, and that's the piece I'm forgetting here. Why do I suddenly have multiple Discord notifications? Oh. Yep, that's a thing. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and rotate that once more. Twice more. Now it's sun. Because for those who weren't here earlier, we were told that spinning that disc will affect time itself. So in terms of how the area is affected, it is now being treated as daytime. So some things will change. Specifically, the positionings for some giants will be altered. Like, this guy fell over when the stars were out, based on a message we saw around. I don't remember what the sun does, but I believe the sun is necessary for something. In fact, it's this weighted pedestal right here, which I believe opens that chest to the left. No, it didn't open that chest. What did that do, then? The good old standard of the fuck did that do? We know for a fact it did something, because the shell horn chimed. But what did it do? You have something to say? Strength lies at the foot of Fudo. That is true. There's something by Fudo that we want. Because I believe Fudo is the one that has the Sacred Orb. Because remember, there's a Sacred Orb in every area. Now, figuring out which one's Fudo is a whole other situation, though. Ordinarily, I'd be able to figure it out reasonably easily, but I've been scattering myself around so much that I don't actually remember all the information. Yeah, Fudo was part of making the rocket, which you can kind of associate them by location a little bit that way, but I don't think that's what I need to do in this instance. We can also try going back into the spring in the sky through the warp pod over there, but I don't... Oh, right, the sun is how we fight Saki. The boss of the area. Do I want to deal with him? I forget what defeating him does for us. Some of the bosses don't actually matter that much, aside from in terms of you need to defeat all the guardians to do certain things. But individual guardians don't always do much, like how you saw when I defeated Amphisbaena, not a whole lot happened, aside from a dialogue with Zelpa triggering. Some of them are more load-bearing than others. There are triggers that come from defeating a certain amount of guardians, though, so defeating this one wouldn't be the worst idea, but I'm not in the right shape for that at the minute. So I think what I'll do is I'll rotate the Sky Disc some more and fix some mistake I made. Because we went straight to the stars, and I don't think we've actually had Moon up at all, is the other problem. Because it starts out one tick away from stars. So I ticked it over to that and demonstrated how the one giant would try to crush you. Now, at night, something happens. I just need to figure out what. Because, like, during the day, that's what made this pedestal over here appear. There's also a mini-boss around here somewhere that I need to go find. Like, I got no reason to be climbing back up the sleepy guy anymore. He's basically dead to me at this point. I don't think there's anything else in that shop that I care about. Actually, I think it is something over here, perhaps? I know one of the setups makes this guy relevant. Because I think this is Zebu, the one who holds things up. There is a... I should have used my whip instead of the knife. That one's my own fault. But if we go back over here and read the tablet that's over here, I think that might yield something I forgot about. Budoji, Ribu, and Saki all hoped there would come a day when the mother would live in this land. Right, that was the cause of the split. Some of the giants wanted to send the mother back to the sky like she requested, and some of them thought mother could live in this land with us. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I need to go. I need to leave. Ow. Now that I've got more money, I will buy some shuriken just so I have them on hand, because I won't be putting myself in a position where I can't buy things that might be relevant when they show up. Just gonna be soaking in this hot spring for a minute, though. There we go. The more health you have, the longer it, of course, is going to take for that hot spring to heal you. And as you might imagine, when we get to max health, we will be at the end of that meter up there. That meter is actually accurate. Wrong door once again. Also get another set of weights, just to be on the safe side. Generally, the recommended amount of weights for traveling around in this game is like 30. Just because so many times there's things that'll just eat a bunch of your weights because you run back and forth through them. There we we go. 40 shuriken should do for most things I want to do anytime quick. Yeah, this is the one downside to this game, is now and then it'll slow down a lot as you have to figure out what you're meant to be doing and what you forgot, or something you missed. And occasionally you'll also have to grind a bit in order to be able to deal with a problem. Because I've definitely run into problems where I had no money and no weights and had to keep trying my best to get some weights to spawn. Actually, wait. Isn't this... No? Could've swore that was breakable. Maybe it's from the other side or something weird like that. Who knows? Yeah, as you can see, we've been here before. This is where the don't touch that tablet is. The sun shone brightly the day Leto fell in battle. A gaping hole in his chest, he entered his eternal slumber. That's why the pedestal appeared on Leto. I knew we were missing some information that made some of those bits make sense. I just also knew how the puzzle worked. It wasn't the biggest of deals. And we step on this to trigger that, which will lead to something that will open that chest. Because you'll note that that arrow is now pointing toward the chest. That'll be relevant in a little bit here. You might think, what's the point of this? Because that breaks. Now we can get to this tablet. For the tower to fly, much water was needed. Miguel carried a lake to this land, then drew his last breath. Basically, the giants all died doing this task, for the most part. Archaeology Dictionary, Cromlech. Resembles the Okinawa Cromlech located in the Akita Prefecture of Japan. Oh, that's a mouthful. This is where I wanted to be, though. Note the speed at which the ghosts are spawning here. And the fact that there's nothing else in here. Concerned for his brothers, Ribu dug a hole to send the lake's water to the tower. His strength exhausted, he then laid down to rest. Now, I believe I need to destroy the ghosts, though. Yeah, because you'll notice they all start kind of gathering as I destroy them. They're just all hovering in really awkward places. Because it's time to fight the big ghost. As long as you hit it before it runs into you, it'll dissipate before it can actually do damage. And it's dead. We now get the rolling shuriken. Ta-da! It's a very easy mini-boss. He's genuinely not a threat. As long as you understand how he works at all. But now we have another sub-weapon to work with, which admittedly is of only limited use a lot of the time. For the most part, you'll generally use the rolling shuriken when you run out of real shuriken to use. Or something's underneath you, and you don't have anything else to work with there. This is where the Ghost Lord lives. Come one, come all. The Ghost Lord will appear before your eyes. Gather round, sit tight until he is full grown. Which is kind of a lie, because you're actually meant to defeat the ghost to make him spawn rather than sitting there and waiting. That's why I ended up forgetting that. I fucked up. No, I didn't. I have fucked up now. I guess I have. Okay. Do I want to be here? I don't think I actually wanted to be here. I think this was a mistake. In fact, this very area is one of the things I'm talking about, where you end up burning a lot of weights, because every time you pass back through here, this door shuts. So if you fuck up or forget something, you gotta go back through it and spend another weight. how is everyone holding up out there today? It's the start of the week, so that's always a whole thing. Now, this pedestal that was a trap is no longer a trap. This actually solves the puzzle because it's pointing the correct direction. And that was the piece I forgot, is order of operations on that one. We can now get the map. That's right, this whole time we didn't have the map of the Mausoleum of the Giants. What do we do now? This is the Room of Redemption. This also actually helps me a lot, because I keep forgetting how some of this connects. Which it's not going to completely solve that problem, because, as you can see, none of the rooms are labeled, so you can't tell what room is what. It's just a bunch of squares. But to the left, all the way on the left, was where the Ghost Lord was, so we know we don't need to go there. The entry is up here at the top left. Down in that bottom left extension is where the Inferno Cavern entrance was. Over on the right was the Twin Labyrinth. What's in the middle bottom? I forget what's direct center at bottom. I think that's the Sky Disc, right? Which I don't think we figured out what the point to the time of day I've set now is. I also remember money being a lot harder to come by in this game. We've been getting very lucky with that. I mean, I'm decent health now. Maybe I should just go fight Saki and cause things to happen from that. If anything does trigger from his death. At the very least, it'll be interesting. Well, we got really lucky there. As you can see, also, even though the Ghost Lord's defeated, the ghosts still exist, because ghosts will be ghosts. That's not really a thing. Oh wait, I can't actually get there right now. I can't reach that. There's a thing I need to do. In fact, hang on, I might have just remembered a thing, so I'm going to go to the Spring in the Sky through the warp here. Nope, that didn't do what I thought it did, okay. Never mind, this still wasn't gonna work. I had a moment there where I thought that the switch I had activated in the mausoleum was what sent water here. But no, I think I'm incorrect. I'm mixing my ideas up right now. And in fact, I don't think the time of day matters for the Ankh existing at this point. I think the Ankh is just going to be there. So I need to change... God damn it. I did jump, but unfortunately Lemeza left the ledge before I jumped, so that didn't count. Chunk. Chunk. One of these times of day, the guy next to the one holding the Ankh Jewel will change. I just don't remember which one. There he goes. Now that he's in that position, we can use him as a platform to get to the fight with Saki. As soon as I stop screwing it up. There we go. Wish me luck on this one. This is gonna suck a little bit. Awaken, Saki. And prepare for battle. He's got arm cannons. Gotta hit him in the schnoz. Which we can use his chain to lead us close to him. I'm gonna want to use the whip for this. At least for this phase. This is the only way I'm going to be able to reach that without using all my shuriken on that. I'm also aiming slightly too low with the shuriken. Am I? There we go. I'm aiming too high? Sometimes they're working, sometimes they aren't. Oh, this is an awkward spot to be. We're gonna die. So I'm fucking this up royally. Yep. Because as you can see, contact with any part of him that you're not supposed to be on does a lot of damage. It's just unfortunate. It's a tricky fight with the tools I have at my disposal. There are things I could go get that'll make this fight easier, and if I fail it again, I'll probably put him aside for now and continue trying to find more things. But I've definitely done... I never knew that he could kill you that way. Huh. The more you know. I mean, getting hit with a giant stone shin definitely makes sense that it would kill me. Just never really considered that problem. Because usually I come through that room on the higher side, not running across the floor like a mouse. So yeah, that was a lesson, I guess. Tread carefully when giant feet are in play. We'll come over here this time. Alright, Saki. Round 2. Super fighting robot Saki. Nope, I fucked that up again. I need to stop trying to use the knife there. It just... It works, but it's a crapshoot whether it'll work or not. Because of range issues. Because as you can see, I'm more likely to bump into him with my face rather than actually making contact. God damn it. This fight is super finicky, is the big issue in the end with this fight, really. Because as you can see, you have to hit a very specific spot on the face for it to count most of the time. Yeah, I'm not even doing damage with these, even though they should be doing damage. We're so screwed. Yep, because he's gonna... His part of that problem is you have to stop when you hit that ledge when you're going down the ladder. It does not allow you to just cut straight through it. Yeah, I can't do that right now. That fight is 100% doable at the health and equipment I have. I'm just ruining myself left and right. I just cannot manage to make it work right now. So I'm gonna just stop forcing that situation. Same case would happen with the other one I could be fighting right now. How do I get the thing I'm thinking about that I need to do the other thing? Ah! I need to go back to the Inferno Cavern. There's something I missed in there. Which means I need to go this way. Because remember how we didn't really get much out of the Inferno Cavern? We just kind of were there and had a bad time. And I talked a big game about the things you could potentially get there. Yeah, we do actually have something we need to get in there. There's something I really want in there as well, but that's not the thing I need. The thing I need is gonna be a whole thing. I went the wrong way, though. This is the Endless Corridor. I don't know if there's anything we can do here, but since we're here, why not? Call forth the dragon that sleeps in this land. Follow the true flow, and the answer shall be entrusted to the dragon. Yes, please, entrust me with the answer, please. Tell me truths. Tell me things. The same rooms, no matter how far I go. So that's what they mean by the corridors being endless. Well, they're not truly endless, is the thing. It's just a loop. Being assaulted by pollen, both in real life and here now. This is the worst. Take note once again that there's the eyeball bats here. Behold the endless corridor, a long, endless path. And here's the Queen of the Fairies. We need to go get the Isis Pendant, though, which we don't currently possess. Once we bring her the Isis Pendant, she will activate areas where fairies will be able to come help us. Fairies, yo! God damn it. Don't try to be hip, Zelpa. It's not gonna work. You are out of touch, much like I am. But as you can see, if you walk through the door on the left, you come out on the right of the Endless Corridor, and we're back where we started. I'm like 60% sure that there is nothing we can do here other than having talked to the Queen of the Fairies. Which currently does not help us in the slightest. We go back out the right, and as you can see, we don't loop anymore. We actually get to leave. So I was remembering where the Inferno Cavern was incorrectly. I thought the Inferno Cavern door was connected to this place. No, it was in the Sun Temple because it was behind the Boer. I remember now. For those wondering why I didn't save there, I already have an autosave, so when I invariably die in the Inferno Cavern, we'll be brought back. Because we didn't get the Grail Point in the Inferno Cavern yet, did we? I don't think we did. You can easily check, though. No, I don't see the image for the Inferno Cavern. Because the Grail Point for that hellhole is actually kind of hard to get to, comparatively. It's decently far in that nightmare zone. And just imagine how much worse it would be if I didn't go and get the heat-proof case first. This way we can at least function in there, or somewhat. Hey, this place is also now infested with regular enemies, now that the mini-boss is gone. Because of course it is. I overshot. Shit. Nope. Nope. Nope, .jpg. That wave. That pain. I think we can go up here. We did that already. It didn't lead anywhere, right? Yeah, that's a dead end. There's actually no need to drop down this side, but it's quicker, so I did that anyway. You can also break this down, which I forgot. Which leads to a block puzzle. A block puzzle you can, in fact, fuck up irredeemably, I believe. I think this is one that you can permanently lose. And then you have to revert back to the save to undo it, or do certain other things to undo. I think it's this one. Might be a different one. No, it's a different one, because this is the one I need to do right now, actually. I believe this is what gets me what I'm looking for. Which is also why I forgot about it, because it was in this place. It's in a weird spot. I just need to think about this for a second. Because where you see the blocks in the wall is important. Because you need to utilize where some of those fall to reach certain places you won't be able to reach with the other blocks. For example, the one up in the upper right here, you can't get this to this pedestal here. You need to use this one once it comes out. And these come out based on the pedestals you activate. This one, I believe, just gets pushed over here and then pushed down here to be used for this one. This one can go either to here or to here. That doesn't much matter. Ditto with this one. One of these doesn't go onto a pedestal. This one can go ahead and go this way. And then onto this pedestal. I fucked up already. Okay, there's an order of operations to that I fucked up. But as you can see, yes, this is a fixable one, though. Proving that this isn't the one I thought it was. I need to push this one down first. Then we can do what I started to do there. This would be a lot easier if I could push blocks faster, but unfortunately we can't. This is my life right now. Because what you do is we push this block on top of this one, which allows us to push this block to the left. And the rest of these are fairly straightforward, right from there. Because it doesn't much matter where a bunch of these land. The only thing I need to do is make sure to save this one for going down here. Because it's the only place it can go. And any of these can go down to this one, so I'm just going to push this one into place here, and it won't much matter. Or I don't think. We're just going to be here for a minute, because it's going to be a lot of block pushing. So let's go ahead and push this one off before I push this one up against it and fuck everything up. That one doesn't release anything. But as you can see, it's a difficult-looking puzzle, but it's actually quite simple. And that's how a lot of these boil down, is they're designed for you to overthink them, to a degree. That's how they trap you. Go ahead and push this one in, push it down. And once we push this over, we are rewarded with a flare gun. That just looks like a tube, but just trust me, it's a flare gun. Now, you can probably very easily guess what the flare gun is needed for that I'm working on right now. If you've been paying attention. Which, if you haven't been paying attention, that's honestly understandable, because the last, 10 minutes have been me getting nothing done. But, that's neither here nor there. I have no health left, so I'm not gonna fuck with this right now. We're gonna go ahead and go to the surface and go do the thing that I wanted the flare gun to do. Now, it's worth noting that you get a decent amount of shots with the flare gun. It gives you 20. You right out the gate. Now, those that have already figured out what the flare gun's going to be used for can probably also guess why, in particular, the flare gun is needed. Rather than me just doing what I demonstrated I could do about that situation to begin with. And I'm being cryptic on purpose here, because I don't want to spoil what it is for those who haven't figured out what I'm talking about. Even though it's not a major thing. It's more fun to make people wonder and guess and all of that. Especially since all will be revealed shortly anyway. Please. Shit. Okay. We landed on the spot anyway. Okay, this way. Oh, landed a little lower than I wanted to, but that's okay. We can fix that. Drop the rolling shuriken. So yeah, it's very self-explanatory at this point what I need it for, I presume. We're gonna use it to knock the sun down. Because if you were anywhere near where that landed, you'd die instantly. So yeah, that's why we didn't just whip the sun down. It would have been a problem. Now you might be wondering, well, what's the point of this empty room here? It's not empty. Welcome to the Temple of Moonlight, the counterpart to the Temple of the Sun. And the first of this type of area we've encountered. Every area has its counterpart. Usually, the counterpart areas is where you would see those bats that look like flying eyes. Occasionally they show up in other places too, but for the most part they're here. And, you know that whole thing about don't use a weapon inside the woman thing? They're talking about here. It's weird. I am not going to get into what all that means right now, because we're not going to get to what that means. Just, don't swing a weapon in here. You swing a weapon here in the Temple of the Moonlight, you get struck by lightning. It's as simple as that. Just don't do it. Water will provide the power for the tower to soar the skies. Not sure why that's here, but, you know. Now, it's worth noting that not using a weapon only applies to inside the pyramid. Once you're outside the pyramid, you're okay. The sound of the ocarina may be heard only by a woman with child. Once again, weird sentence. This section here is strange. The whole bit with the Temple of the Moon is just weird. But now we have access to the rest of the Temple of Moonlight. Yep, would have gotten crushed to death if I had stepped too far to that side. That would have been a thing. We can access an area from here, but let's not go there quite yet. Those seeking Eden, open the 5 boxes. Mind thy manners and open them starting with the one closest. They're actually referring to those boxes down there, I believe. I don't remember the whole Eden puzzle completely anymore. It's been a little too long, and that puzzle is kind of complex. There's a specific thing I'm in here looking for, though. What? 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 I've never had that happen before. Huh. Well, that was new. I don't know if I glitched out, or if there was actually a trap there to take me back to the surface, because I've genuinely never seen that before, and I've never seen it happen to anybody that's played this before, either. Not the first time I've broken something. It won't be the last. You know what? On the note of breaking things, wrong one. There's no need to discuss why I've purchased the pistol. Everything is fine. Nothing bad is going to happen. To me. I do need to figure out what to do about that weird broken section at the beginning of today's stream, though, where I presume Twitch broke everything and disconnected me. Which has been happening with concerning frequency this past week and change. Specifically the fact that it's happened twice in 2 weeks, and it never happened to me before. Outside of OBS breaking, which it didn't in these 2 cases. Has me mildly worried. Yes, of course. I shouldn't be worrying that much about it, I know, but it's on my mind anyway. Now then. I guess I should just go back to the Temple of the Moon and not get warped out of it this time. Which we thankfully don't have to do that whole puzzle anymore, because we've already done it. So we don't need to worry about knocking the sun out of the way. It's already gone. Ow, burning. Ow. Goddamn explodey pigs. Chop my way through. Once more into Weird Blue Land. Well, let's go the other way this time. I do like the music in here, though. Yeah, I think there might actually not be much to do here. Also, can't fight the bats or I'm gonna get blasted, so just ignore them. Yeah, this is another statue. You can probably guess who those statue gentlemen are, but that's not going to be addressed for a bit, as I said before with the other one. Oh yeah, I grabbed the information that was down there already. I need to go this way. I'm getting through the early parts of this quicker than I thought I would, but it's also a matter of I do actually have a decent memory of this game. At the very least, the first half of it. Because the first half is where I usually stop. I wouldn't get through the second half of it, because the second half gets really, really unpleasant in places. And I would usually get lost at some point. Let's take a look at what this is, because I don't remember what it is. Right! And since we've now seen the first of the counterparts to an area, I'll explain what's unique about the Twin Labyrinth. The Twin Labyrinth is unique in that it is in both... It is the Twin Labyrinth on both sides. Because it is the twins. That's why it had the weird situation with the bats in there. let's not touch that corner so I hopefully don't get warped into unreality again somehow. Take note that even with the glyph reader, we can't read that. That's because that's older than the language the glyph reader teaches us. As we are about to be told. Illegible writing can't be read. Yep, the script from before the four philosophers. Is note that the philosophers were from the seventh children. So anything before them, of course, isn't written in that language. Where does this... Oh, right. To Eden. Yeah. Yeah. Nice place, isn't it? A paradise deep in the fog. Clear the fog and you'll be surrounded by more happiness. Head for the Tree of Eden with the fruit of paradise in hand. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. Thank you. Tactical damage taking. Grapple Claw. That's why we came in here. We sure did find a Grapple Claw, and apparently we have ninja blood for some reason. Yeah, if you hold up when you're hitting a wall, you'll grab onto the wall. And then you can jump off of it. Like this. You can also let go of it and fall down the wall. And you can actually grab it again and again on the way down, as long as you do the input correctly. There's also just a pit full of skeletons down here. In case, you know, you fell out of that whole situation up there. Including stronger skeletons that do that multi-shot that you saw that one down there doing. But get a load of that one on the right who's just jamming out. He's having a great time. He's living his best life over in that corner. Wah-ya! Nope, he tired himself out. Oh yeah, you can't actually drop through this. There we go. You have to find your way to the bottom of the pile. I think there's somebody that has something to say down here? No, it is just the thing up there by that guy. I am gonna have to ruin his whole day, unfortunately. Even though he's having such a great time. Atop the navel of Neptune. You know what? Never mind. I didn't need that information at all. That is completely useless to me. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Just telling me weird shit that I don't need. You can probably guess what happens here. With this. I'm pretty confident that I need something I don't have to deal with that. Because for the unobservant, in case somebody somehow missed the hint here, the second I put a weight on that pedestal, all of those spikes will come up. And we will die. So, yeah. Not doing that. Sometimes I may be stupid, but I ain't that stupid. I have, however, fucked up now. Because there's no way out of this hole. I meant to land where that ladder was, because there's something I can do around here, I think. But it is too late now. I have completely fucked up. But it doesn't matter, because I got what I came in there for, and I have little other reason to be in there anymore. So we are going back to the Inferno Cavern. Because if you remember the tablet that mentioned something about grabbing the wall, we're going to be going to go do that now. It's going to be difficult. I'm probably going to take a lot of damage doing this. And I might die. And dying would be a great inconvenience to me about that. But we'll do what we can. Thankfully, the trip here is very easy, as you can tell. Because over here, where these flame gouts are coming out of, is where I need to be. I need to get past all of these without getting hit. If I get hit, this entire exercise is for naught. Because there's an opening up there that I also don't have open, which is a problem in and of itself. And I forget if it's something I hit open or if I fucked up even more by forgetting that there's a puzzle. You see that really flat sectional wall right there on the left next to the bottom left flame? That's an opening. So we've got one of the two weapons that are in here, or that he mentions. The other one is behind the thing I'm trying to get into right now. And I'm not 100% certain I'm actually allowed to get in there right now, which is where the concern currently comes in from. Damn it. I thought that was going to take longer. I'm also not entirely sure what the best way to open that'll be. I have an idea, though. As people can probably see me cycling. It's gonna be very, very iffy to do this, though. I was very worried. Oh, come on now! I hate doing this bit. I like what I'm gonna get from doing it, but I hate doing it. We'll try it a couple more times, and since it is not a required item that's behind there, I may just forego it for now until I get something that'll make it infinitely easier. Which is what I normally do. Especially when I take one step too many and Lameza just fucking falls like an idiot. Because remember, the second you leave the ground, all control is lost unless you jumped. And at this rate, I may as well go this way and risk my life a different way. We never did buy guild, did we? Sure didn't. No. Now, along the way over here, there is also more death traps. At the bottom of this land lies the darkness that leads to death. Sure does. There's a secret right here, which is what he's talking about, with no one will ever find what I hid. Additional text memory, which is useless to us right now because we don't have text tracks, but it'll be handy later. And here, finally, is the grail point for this nightmare. Which is why I said that it's kind of tricky to get to, because it's in a weird spot. But we finally made it here. Behold the Inferno Cavern. It was once the source of strength. Now it's just the source of pain, misery, and woe. Those seeking Eden, open the 4 boxes, seek the 4 pedestals, find the source of a phenomenal trap, in a place bathed in moonlight. That's telling you where the whole thing is. And you'll notice that there's a block up there. But the pedestal is in lava. I didn't think that 12 health was enough to do that, but I figured I'd demonstrate that yes, that still hurts a lot. Let's go back to the surface and heal, and then go do that, shall we? One of these days I'll need to remember to go buy the guild software so that I can actually find where those hidden shops are. 'Cause I know there's one that I'm missing somewhere around there as well, and I think it has something actually important in it. But I don't remember where it is. And without knowing where to look for it, you're gonna have a really hard time finding those hidden shops. And I keep saying that I'm gonna figure something out with the weird broken split we have with the video. I know myself. More than likely, it's just gonna become a matter of I'll just put it out as a two-part thing and call it good again. Even though the first part's not even an hour, I don't think. When it happened with the last one, it worked out fine, so I doubt it's gonna be that big an issue. I'll get over it. That makes this block appear, which we then come around, push out, go back down the ladder, push over, and that should open the chest. Ow, 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 ow. And that gets us the Ice Cape, which is what reduces lava damage immensely. Notice how you still take damage, though. Which, funny thing, by the way, you actually take damage slower from lava than you do from water now. Isn't that a wild concept? That the water is now more dangerous than lava for us. Mind you, you're supposed to go get the thing that nullifies water damage that I mentioned before from the spring in the sky. Which I'm just gonna tell you that that's where it is and all that now because of the fact that I went to go get it and I fucked up. God damn it. I'm having a hell of a time getting back up onto this platform to save the fact that we have the Ice Cape. There we go. Yeah, now we can just kind of swim in lava and it's fine. This will be useful for certain areas of this place. Just, like, walk around at the bottom of the lake of lava there. No big deal. The lava rocks are actually the only threat down here, particularly now. Though our inability to jump out of these pits is still a very big problem. It's 100% possible to jump out, as you see there. It's just very difficult. Because of the way the momentum in water works. Okay, fuck this. I'm out of here. So let's see. We got the Ice Cape. We've got the flare gun. I should just go back to the spring in the sky and go get the anti-water thing. If I'm gonna keep going for today, which... slight on the fence with, but I'm probably going to. So I don't want to overdo it with this, but I also don't want to have too many sessions of this. Because for those who don't know, this lists on How Long to Beat as a, like, 31-hour game. And I'm inclined to agree. Like, it's probably going to be longer than that for me. So I don't want to only do, like, a 3-hour per session at a time. Otherwise, we're going to be here for, like, 10 to 12 sessions, which is a lot to commit to one game with the way I run things around here. Which, you know, I could do it. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Just not really the way I want to do it. I had no reason to anger that snake statue, I just wanted to. It made me feel better. But yeah, that's all those thoughts that are spinning in my brain right now. And especially if Twitch is acting weird like it seems to be, worth thinking about. Yes, tourist destination. So many hints. Yeah, I don't know. You can go get points on your card yourself. Or hell, you probably have internet access with that laptop. Go and just fucking buy it online. Considering you can download a game, you can buy a goddamn card online. Damn it, old man. And I had entertained the idea of reading all of the text and doing voice acting and all of that for this. There's too much text. It would overwhelm me way too quickly. And my intention was to have long sessions of this, but unfortunately, today it's on the fence whether long session will happen. Tomorrow may be better, because we will be doing more of this tomorrow. In the interest of making sure I don't forget everything I was doing. And part of the impetus to me stopping is the fact that I'm starting to run out of ideas for where I need to be. Which actually, just let me pull up the guide I said I was going to use and check what I'm going wrong with a little bit. Because there's a couple stupid things I'm forgetting. I know that for more or less certain. Yep, that's fine. Already did that. Yep. Did that already. Right. I know what I forgot in the spring now. Okay. I bailed out of something, and we do actually need to deal with that, and that's the thing I'm forgetting. That's the key to, like, everything. Okay. That's actually gonna be fairly straightforward to do, so we'll go ahead and get that done today. I'm specifically using a spoiler-free hint guide that just nudges you in the right directions, rather than being like, hey, this is what you do, stupid. It does have a variation that tells you exactly what it is, but it gives you a line or two of hints before being full, hey, stupid, this is the answer. Which I like. I appreciate that somebody would go and take the time to write a guide that's that thought out. I went the wrong way. So you'll notice the damage ticks from the water are about twice as fast as the modified lava damage. Yeah, what I need to do is actually go to the right over here. Up we go. Because remember that waterfall I was working my way up, and then I went, I need to get out of here, I'm gonna die? Yeah, we need to go up there. And there's also that room I looked into and went, no, 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 no. I need to go in there, too. But first, let's actually get to the... Oh, okay, fine, I'll go this way first. Or not. I'll go neither. Ah! Well, this all worked out great, didn't it? Oh my god, the grapple claw is actually sabotaging me. Ah! Meow. Well, that was awful. Everything about that was just horrendous. Yeah, the big problem here is just these being off timing can really ruin your day. Kind of like that guy. That fucking guy. They attack you from so many angles on this elevator. It really sucks. Okay. And... bingo! The scale sphere. We're immune to water now. That's all it took. I just needed to get the rest of the way up here, and I kept not wanting to do it, so I didn't think about it. This also is the solution to something. Apparently I can't do that right now. Oh, right, I'm forgetting something again. Right. That's all tied to the same problem. Specifically something relating to this over here, but we can't do anything with that right now. Made it. Can't open that yet. I fucked up, but not badly enough. Okay, very good. So, this room. You might be wondering why I panicked out of this room immediately. And, it's because of this guy. Shoots laser beams. Select the 4 sigils. The path will expand further still. Ow. That's how much I don't like him. And that's how much damage the gun does as well. He would have taken a good, like, 20 hits from other things, but, 2 good shots from the pistol? That's the end of him. We were in a bad spot, is why I used the pistol. Otherwise, I wouldn't have. But that's where we get our first seal. The Origin Seal, which opens up a lot for us. Which is why that guy is important, even though I hate it. Ah! It's also why this place in particular is so important. Even though, see previous statement of I hate it. When the waters of the ocean calmed, a new child was born. In pursuit of the sun and the moon, man and woman, life and death, a small wingless, gillless child was born. Am I imagining things, or was there an elevator here a second ago? Doesn't matter. We have done what we needed to do here. I forget if the Origin Seal's the one that opens this. I think it isn't. No, it's glowing. Ding. do you want, Zelda? I like it when he makes the little emotes at me. But yeah, he just tells us how the seals work. Boop. All of that just to make a pedestal appear to activate the machine. Now that the machine's running, you'll notice that this area is underwater. And we can do this. Doing that sends water into here. Sending water into here is going to be important later. More to the point, it sends water many other places. There's also a seal spot up there that I should go hit that I forgot about. Don't leave me behind. 'Cause I forgot that both the seals in here were the same one. That opens a shop over there. And that is, I believe, a reasonably important shop. Or at least a reasonably helpful one. It's got the fish we knocked around in it. It doesn't actually sell anything particularly important at the moment. There is a trick to this one, I seem to recall. But I can't do it right now. I will blub blub. Yes. He does sell a lot of ammo and such, though, which is relatively useful. But that is also a part of a puzzle we'll be dealing with at some point. Look at that. We don't get affected by water anymore. We can breathe underwater. We're immune to poisonous water. It's great. It makes this area infinitely less awful. This chest over here is also open now. Basically, this whole place has been cracked open like an egg at this point. It's nice. There we go. Which gets us the glove. The glove, I believe, is what I was talking about before. Yes, you can now push blocks faster. It's not a huge upgrade. It just is vaguely helpful. It will be demonstrated here. Whoosh. Yeah, you'll notice all that stuff over there is spinning now, and full of water. Now, if we go back to the Mausoleum of the Giants and go back down into the thingy there, we can actually do something. And I forget how we get to that one, though. The one over here. I don't know if we do. Might be that we get to it from the left somewhere, like we break through or something. Or it doesn't matter. I don't remember. You'll also notice that when he's pushing the block, the gloves are actually on his hands, but when he's not doing that, he doesn't have them. It's a little weird. They also show on his model, but only on one hand for some reason, which is slightly weird. I don't remember if the seal on this elevator over here was the same one or not, so we'll go ahead and check that right quick. If it is, then we basically can finish this area aside from the boss fight. Because I'm not doing the boss today. There's no way in hell I'm fighting that thing today. That thing is awful. Nope, that's a different seal. Excellent. That means I can leave here without thinking about it anymore. It is mildly unfortunate that the current 3 boss fights are 3 of my least favorite ones. Like, I like Sakit's design, and I think he's an interesting thing. I just don't like fighting him. I thought that was the one that had Guild. Maybe it's... Oh, it's the Temple of the Sun one, isn't it? That has Guild. I was gonna grab it while I was still remembering that I need to grab that. Oh, well. Go in there, tiny man. Okay, boss, I go in there. Bloop, 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 bloop. I thought it was time for me to do this now. Am I still missing yet another piece of this puzzle? Bloody hell. I must be, because I'm pretty sure it would have went by now. God damn it. I can go in here, though. Which doesn't matter because I can't activate the thing, which can't open that. I still don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, don't need to worry about drowning, so hang on. Yeah, that's... the thing... Oh. Wait. They mention a chain. Unless they mean this thing, but I can't make contact with that either. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. Maybe I just didn't hit this enough times. I'm just gonna do this for a solid minute or so, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, well, then we know it doesn't work. I feel like the problem is, though, I need to hit the other one first. Because the thing is, it should be making the breakable wall noise, not the you're doing no damage noise. So I'm clearly doing something wrong still. Or is that the wrong thing? Oh, right, that's the other thing there. Yeah, nothing in here is directly addressing the thing I'm having a problem with here, so I'm going to worry about that in the future, I think. The thing is, I'm like 90% sure it is the thing I'm thinking about, but it doesn't matter. It's not gonna matter to what we're trying to do, I don't think. Nothing I'm trying to do right now, anyway. Because I think I'm missing, like, a step in order of operations somewhere. And that's what's fucking that all up. And the guide is not giving me the piece of information I need on that. There's a statue of Mulbrook just hanging out here. She'll help us if we can wake her up. And what do you know? We have the seal to wake her up. Ta-da! She's alive. We already figured this one out because that's something I actually just knew. Yeah, that's supposed to help you with the eye puzzle we did a while ago. She knows a lot of random information, so she'll be able to give you a lot of hints. She also is connected with the four philosophers. She can't leave here because if she leaves here, she dies. This room's preserving her life. That's the Endless Corridor. She tells you you need the Key of Eternity to deal with that area. We don't know where the Key of Eternity is, and neither does she. But it's just a bunch of key item advice. Like, hey, you need this for that. They were about as smart as you and figured out a way to make floating floors. They had wings. Yep, that's the advice for that part of the Twin Labyrinth, is if you fall on it from a great enough height, it'll unjam and move. I keep trying to... God damn it. The timing on that is just slightly off. There we go. You go back to sleep. Stop repeating that dialogue endlessly at me. Yep, I did meet the Fairy Queen. Yes, there are fairies that have keys. Okay, I think she's exhausted her useful dialogue. Yep, okay. But yeah, that's how Mulbrook works. She tells you a bunch of things like that. Which is incredibly helpful, all things considered. It's a good way to give you a nudge in the right direction if you got lost about something. Which, that's the thing I really want to give this game credit for, is there's a lot of ways they give you the information that you need. Okay, you had flare gun ammo and the heat-proof case. You're not... It's the other one in here that had the guild thing, and it was the guy upstairs, then. God damn it. Because he's farther upstairs than this. It was the guy who shops behind a pot. Is the guy that has what I'm looking for, I think. Going this way, I'm just gonna end up back in the damn Temple of the Moon that I don't want to be in. Oh, it's worth noting, by the way, even if I got the Grail point in the Temple of the Moon, I wouldn't be able to use it yet. I could use it to save, but I wouldn't be able to warp to it yet. There's game mechanics in the way on that one that we'll get into when we actually can do something about that. Yeah, this guy's the one who's got Guild. Now that's text tracks. Where the fuck was Guild? Doesn't matter. We have text tracks, which is also important. Though text tracks is primarily important if you're going to be playing this without any kind of previous information or any kind of guides at all. His text tracks would let you store things, for example, the whole Garden of Eden puzzle solution set. You know what? I'm gonna do something stupid right quick. Whee! Take note of the fact that there's the thingy here, the Ankh Jewel thing. Can I do this fight right now? I'll show it. If I succeed, great. If I die, we don't lose much, because we were just at the Grail point moments ago. Because this is an interesting fight. See that big boy back there? That's Elmac. He's gonna try to come kick my ass now. I'm just having a great time in a minecart, and he doesn't like that. He's also the guardian of this area. You gotta hit him actually, like, in the eyes and mouth area rather than the frill. And unfortunately, with the way the minecart bounces you around, that can actually be tricky at times. It's also very easy to just bump into him trying to get close enough to hit him. Alright, he occasionally charges forward. I did forget about that one. I fucked up most of those shots, so the gun is now useless to us. Yeah, those aren't gonna reach. We may or may not manage to kill him at this point, because I've taken a lot of damage, but he has also taken a lot of damage, and we're dead. I needed to hit all 3 of those gunshots. But yeah, all that I lost was I didn't end up buying text tracks, which I don't think I even really care about text tracks, honestly. Let me go heal, and then we'll actually go ahead and try to kill Elmac properly. Elmac. I can't remember which one it is. Take note of the fact that another set of bullets costs 400, by the way. Just, you know, sock that away in your mind. That's why I'm saying that the gun is not to be frivolously used. There is a place, I believe, that sells bullets cheaper, but it's a pain in the butt to get to. And it's not that much cheaper. I want to say it's like 200 instead of 400. Something like that. Which is a fantastic deal percentage-wise, because it's half off. But when you consider we've been having a hard enough time having 100 coins on hand, it's a bit more of a thing, you know? Am I going the right way? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I was going the wrong way. Okay, round 2 versus Frilled Lizard. And that shows it right there, by the way. If you're a little off-center, it doesn't actually work. If I can get the spacing right, I can actually use the knife quite well against him. Because I've killed him with the knife before. Or when you end up in those nice little lineups when you're at the right height. Like this right here. Yes, yes. He shot at the right time for that. Ah, you bitch. This is by no means an easy fight, nor a particularly short fight. A lot of the time. Unless you've got really good weapons on hand, which you can have by the time you fight him. I just don't have them on hand myself. If we start getting really low on life, I will go ahead and use the gun to finish the job. I fucked up. God damn it. I waited just a little too long and I got greedy trying to go for the knife. Because I miscalculated very, very badly how much health he had left. Is the bosses in this have a sizable chunk of health. Not ridiculous, just enough to be a problem. I also need to waste less of those shuriken, because I believe when he's still flashing red, we can't actually, like, multi-hit him with those. I'm not certain about that, though. It also does not help that that hitbox is very, very small compared to how big this big bastard is. Okay, I got a hit, but I also lost a lot of health there. Not bad. God! I hate the physics of this damn minecart, though. Because it can be very, very fucky sometimes. Especially when the minecart track just happens to line up perfect for you to just get shot and have no real recourse. Now, it's worth noting that the shuriken, as you might imagine, does less damage than the whip, and I believe the knife also does less damage directly than the whip, which is made up for by the fact that you can attack so much faster with both of those. Yeah, that was a perfect example of there was nothing I could do. I was caught in limbo in the air there. We'll just shoot him. There we go. No more Elmac. I didn't want to use more than one bullet on him, but at that point I had to. I was not gonna keep fighting him over and over again. Welcome to the Twin Labyrinth in its most dangerous form. And this is why I really hate this area. The twins, Idiga and Baranun, have the body of a snake. They desired to travel far. This desire took the form of the twin statue and its gate. The twin statue calls forth the gate's power. The hero Hermes used the statue to release the twins. Note the timer. If we don't get out of here before the timer runs out, we die. Yeah, sure, Zelpa. You have something to tell me this time. Certainly. Yes. I believe you. We're just gonna quickly climb up out of there. Okay, we're gonna quickly reset that timer. We do need to find that tablet that's mentioned in order to lift the poison in this section of the area. Which I believe we have to do something in the other part in order to do this. We're not ready to do this right now. Yeah, no, we can't do this. Let's get out of here. But we've defeated another boss, so that's a good thing. We are unfortunately low on shuriken and very low on ammunition. I was seriously considering using those 3 shots to kill Saki instead. But I remember that, at least I'm reasonably sure that you need to kill Elmac to trigger certain things happening in the game, so that's important. We do need to go back and talk to the Elder, though, because I believe he does actually have something useful to say this time. Those that set them complex traps in the ruins are waiting for the strong one. Yeah. We already figured that one out. It was Mulbrook, but thanks for that, Zelbud. You're very helpful. I keep doing the thing again where I hit the button one too many times. No. Ta-da! Mm-hmm. That's the key to that whole situation is... Consider how Mulbrook was a statue and came back to life. Now consider the fact that we found 2 statues, and there might be 2 more. Yep, he's done being productive and is just saying weird shit again. But yeah, that's gonna be the next major step for us, is figuring out what to do about the whole philosopher situation. I feel like I'm supposed to have the serpent staff by now, but No, I'm not, because I need to go... Yeah, no, I can't go there yet. At least, I don't think I can do that yet. I know I'm saying a lot of vague nonsense, but I'm just processing the various items I have and the various concepts I can reach and trying to remember what is and isn't possible right now. We can check this area off mostly at this point. There's a couple things we still should be able to do, and that reminds me, let me figure that snake situation out, because I know I'm forgetting something stupid with that as well. Right, that connects to that. Oh yeah, that's in part 2, probably. Right, okay, yeah, there's straight up nothing I can do about it. Yeah, we can go there now, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what his whole key was. Just getting there is going to take me a hot minute, because I need to remember how to path around to that. I do need to just basically go straight over here. Because I believe I want to be down here. Nope, I can't get in there yet. Okay. And I can't get up here yet because of reasons. Fuck me. I'm still missing a piece of that situation. I know what I need to do. I'm just trying to figure out the specific question I need to ask to get the answer that I need. Hang on. This is why I was saying, though, that every now and then I was going to need a guide, because a couple of these things require just too many things in different places. Okay, I was right. I just wasn't the... I was slightly off my target with that. Okay. Yeah, this is down there. Okay. I was trying to break the wrong thing to trigger that situation. Okay. I do need to go back here. There's a thing I forgot. Remember the thing I told you all to remember a while ago when we first came here? The thing really deep in the water? Yeah. Guess who completely forgot about that and now needs to go do that? That's the thing I was forgetting about bringing water where I needed it to be. I really dislike these fish that shoot, though, because I almost always screw up the timing and get repeatedly be slapped by them. Okay, there's also this pedestal now. Basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff here that I thought I didn't actually do. So that's all important. Yeah, this big boy here is the problem. That's the thing I was misunderstanding when it was talking about hitting a pulley. So I actually need to hit this. Or... Still doing it wrong? Am I still doing it out of order or something? I'm somehow still doing something wrong. Oh, right, I need to break that first. Now that that's broken, now I can activate the pulley and pull the thing up. There we go. Yeah, the confusion I had is there's two different places you flood in this game. I had which one got flooded where backwards. Which I should have remembered this statue engraving thing here, which would have told me which one I needed to do what with. Now there's water here. And there being water here means I can do a thing. Specifically, I can ride this up to touch the seal and open the door to a place I really don't want to be, but I need to be. You're probably noticing a trend with the whole I don't want to be here, but I need to be here. Yep, it is dark as fuck in here. Which is what the flare gun is for, other than hitting things that are above me. This place is dangerous, though. Thankfully, you can light it up. I'll bust this up right quick. That triggers a puzzle completion. In fact, let me turn around and resolve that before I forget that I did that. Because, by doing that, I seem to recall... Yep, it opens this. Because they had the same symbols. That's how you can tell that that's the answer there. Oh my god. I hate the water physics in this game so much. I swear Lemez has never taken a swimming lesson in his life. And if you're angled even slightly as you're coming toward the top of the water, as you saw there, you shoot off in a weird fucking direction half the time, and it is so annoying. There we go. And that gets us the bronze mirror. That'll be important. Vitally important. To uncorking another large chunk of the game. And I believe having that also means that this place stayed lit up. Because otherwise, the lights would have went back out. Take the dragon bone in hand. It shall light the way to the center of this land. I don't have that. Don't like that. Yep, nope, the lights still do go out. It just takes them a while. The large stone statue is the Spriggan. Hostility awakens it. Further attacks will still its unrest. Basically, if you do bad things, it gets mad, and if you do more bad things, it'll sort itself out. Oh, wow, that did more damage than I thought. I thought I had enough health to take one more hit from it. Turns out I was wrong. Well, that's upsetting. Guess who has to go uncork the thing again and do all of the bronze mirror stuff again? This guy. Sometimes I can be a genius, you know? Before we deal with that whole thing, though, let me go touch that pedestal again, because I don't know how important that pedestal is. I am pretty proud of myself that I've not needed any information until I got my wires crossed about 2 different things I did know the answer to. I just knew the wrong one in the wrong order. Considering how much shit there is going on in this game, I'm pleased with that. And this amount of knowledge might actually make this go significantly quicker than I feared. So I want to say, doing everything we've done here, we're like a solid quarter of the way in, I think. You know, maybe a third. Considering the amount of items we have, I'd say a third to a quarter is reasonably fair. We're missing a lot of the seals is the only big thing we're missing, particularly, I'd say. The seals will move things along very rapidly once we start getting those. There is a whole other to-do that's going to happen that's going to slow things down a fair bit, though. And that's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Yes, yes, it's dark and scary in here. I know, Zoltan. It's fine. I'll get over it. I do appreciate that the first light, they tell you pretty much straight up where it is. Like, hey, use a light here, stupid. Oh my god. Please. Okay. And other than progression, there's another reason why I want to get to the Chamber of Extinction and get into a decent position in there. But I don't know if I'll get into that anytime quick either. I really should save before rushing off into here again. Did I even turn around and grab this chest last time? I think I completely didn't... Yeah, I think I completely dead-brained that last time. Okay, so if we go down here, that's where Spooky Guy's hanging out. And he does a ton of damage, as you've all been shown now. Yep, those go too low. I got 1 health left, I gotta go. Yeah, he is a very, very dangerous opponent. I was half expecting to fuck up the timing there and get killed by the snake, and I was just going to cry. Not actually, but you know what I mean. I would certainly die a bit inside. I feel like I'm doing some of this out of order still, though. Some of what I'm doing feels incorrect still. So I feel like I'm supposed to have the Isis pendant and have the fairies on my side by now. But I've done something out of order or something wrong to not have them yet. Which in the end, it's fine. Ow. Speaking of things that aren't fine, though. Oh yeah, let me just show this off while I'm here. Mirror, mirror. The bronze mirror allows us to walk through these doors. And that's how you access the counterparts of each of these areas. Which is why the bronze mirror is so important. Hence why I was inferring that it would basically open up the other half of the game, in terms of areas. And it won't quite give us all of them. There is an area that we won't be able to access till basically the end, almost. You might think, oh yeah, this seems like a great idea. It isn't. Yeah. Yeah. Not every pedestal's a good idea. I think the elevator comes back eventually. There we go. Got a little awkward there, like, huh, you know, I kind of locked myself in an awkward position here. Grind down the pyramid. Remove the tip of the watchtower. The wall will crumble, and thou shalt reach the underworld. That'll be important. I don't think it's important right now, but it is important. Yeah, that life drain is brutal. That opens that up for the future. I'm not going to be able to survive fighting that one. I would have died a lot more times if I was a little less quick on the draw with that Holy Grail. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm taking a look at the list. Yeah, no, we are close-ish to the halfway point to some consideration, anyway. I would not say we're halfway through beating the game, but we're halfway through the progression to a degree, if that makes sense. Which, you know, you want to know something ridiculous? In the little over 4 hours I've been playing today, I've gotten further than I have most of the times I've played this. I've tried this like 3 times, and usually it takes me a good 10-12 hours just to get the bronze mirror, or get close to it. Today, since I was actually focused and actually had a reasonable memory of what I was doing, we just flew through. The focus is usually the problem, honestly, with this game for me, is I get distracted very easily from playing this. Because there just gets to be so many little points where there's a hiccup in making my way forward, and I'm like, I'm gonna do something else now. Let's see. I could try to go fight the weird squiggle monster again, or I could show off some more of the other sides of areas, because I think I can access a couple of them. We can't do that one. We might be able to get into this one. Yep, the eyeball goes away, and now there's a door. But you'll notice the door's not open. There's something we have to do to open that, so we can't actually get in there yet, then. I couldn't remember if that was one of those ones that is immediately accessible or not. So we won't worry about that. It might be that the gate for the Temple of Moonlight's open because we've already been there. Because a lot of them you have to get there a different way first. And then you can access them through their doorways. So let's go back to the Temple of the Sun. I just need to decide now. Do I want to go back into the Chamber of Extinction, or do I want to go to the Temple of the Moon? Because there's something in the Temple of the Moon I do want. But I don't know if I'm better off getting there from the gate or from the other end. I feel like through the Sun Gateway is actually how I want to get to the thing that I should go get. So we'll actually go back in there the quote-unquote normal way. But I think I can... actually, I should be able to access the whole place from this gateway, so we'll just use this. It'll be fine. We can access the whole place after a fashion from here. And this will get me some other stuff as well. I just gotta be careful to avoid spooky death dogs. And, you know, wait for the elevator. Take note of the fact that there's one that's different. There we go. Even without a puzzle solution, my first reflex seeing that would have been to hit the one that looks different. Not because it looks different, but because game design says that if something's out of place, you should attack it. Yeah, that leads us back to where we've been many a time before. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get some guidance as to where exactly in here that item is, though. Because I know it's here. Yeah, the whole pierce her heart thing is how you know to throw the shuriken at that, by the way, in case people didn't put two and two together on that. Where is... Wait, there we go. Oh, they put it in a different spot. That's why I couldn't find that one. Because I know that item exists, and I know how to get it. I just need to know where it is. Ah, okay, it's in there. Okay, so I am in the right room. I was remembering it mostly correctly. Room with 5 chests. Land a tricky jump. And the axe is there. I feel like that hint doesn't entirely make sense. Hang on. Did I read that wrong? Exit the pyramid, and in the room with 5 chests, do a tricky jump to land on the top left platform on the the screen below. Okay. That's not that tricky a jump. But yeah, this is a breakable wall. That's the thing I forgot. This room is somewhat dangerous. If thou hungers for power, be prepared to commit the ultimate sacrifice. You might be able to put 2 and 2 together about what's going to happen in this room. That's bad for our health. You need the Hermes boots to do this room. But thankfully we have them. I'm having so much trouble just moving on here right now. Mildly spooky. Da 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 da. There we go. And now we have the axe. Very, very powerful weapon. Slow to swing, does a ton of damage. Very handy to have. And that's why, since we were here, I wanted to go get it and make sure that I have it. So I think it does double the damage of the whip, something like that. And it's not absurdly slow. It's just kind of slow. But from here, I think I'm gonna see if I can actually get something done over here in the place that I don't like. But I wanted the axe before I came in here, because a lot of these enemies are low to the ground and durable. So the axe does a good job of dealing with both problems. Well, actually, that's where the thingy is, so I do want to go this way right now. These charging guys, though, are still a problem, as they resist. Behold the twin labyrinths. The souls of the twins dwell here. Yeah, apparently not counting death, you know, without the time we've spent dying. We've only been playing for 3 hours. So that's a thing. I can't actually go this way. This is one of those you can waste your weights situations. Is I think. Actually, no, it stayed open. I don't know. Those are always a little iffy. I should look at this first. It's empty. Okay. Yep. That's a thing. Yeah. Fun fact, there's multiple holes here. There's also a trap. They try to stick you on this side of the area with that, which is fine. This is where I want to be right now. 5 witches plus 1 more will gather, at which point Baphomet will be summoned. I completely forgot about that trap. They got me good with that one. I go squeesh. Okay, you'll notice now that the area's been reloaded, the weight thing is back. Which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, big advice, especially in the Twin Labyrinth. Watch your step. Ironically enough, some of the safest places in here are going to be where spikes are. Because they won't put places where you'll fall through or things that raise up under spikes. Reveal the light to the grieving twins. Reveal the light to a world destroyed. The hero confers light upon the twins as they hold up the world. Kinda want that weight. Got it. Now, the other kind of bad thing about this place in particular is it's very easy to stumble into things you want nothing to do with until you're ready. The Demon Lord of Hell, Beelzebub, he who guards the 8 souls in front of the Mother. I forget what this door leads to, actually. Oh, this is the other doorway in the Inferno Cavern. Right, okay. That's why this place is called the Twin's Footstool. Which I think you only actually gain access to that Twin Labyrinth doorway, though, by activating it here. I want to say we didn't see that when we were there before. Either that or I just missed it, which is entirely possible. Money chest. This is a bad room. This is a bad room. Oh no. Oh no. Notice how he stops time. That's why this is a bad room. Because not only does he attack quite fast, but he can stop time so that you're guaranteed to get hit by his attacks. And he might even just contact damage you while you're time stopped as well. It sucks. Take note, though, we cannot warp to the Twin Labyrinth. Because the Holy Grail has a limitation. It can only go to the front counterparts of places. It cannot go to the back counterparts. Places like the Temple of the Moonlight, or this half of the Twin Labyrinth, etc. Until you get something else. So yeah, that's a little bit of an unfortunate thing. I think I will wrap it up here, though, because we've gone for a bit over 4 hours. We're close to my normal stopping time. I know I started a little bit late today. Not, like, significantly so, just, like, I think, like, 20 minutes late. And then Twitch broke everything and all that. We made good progress here, though, and I'm kind of fine with stopping at that point. So I can continue to hit this with a fresh brain, because I can feel the drain hitting me a little bit. And this is a game that requires me to be on top of my game. Not necessarily on top of my game because of difficulty, just on top of my game because of processing the world around me and understanding what I need to be doing. Not a ton of new faces available right now, though. At least none that I'm like, yes, I want to go there right now, and on top of that, trying to explain to some people what La-mulana is would be the whole thing. And there's always the reality in which I just don't raid today at all. And then I can focus on figuring out what I want to do about that VOD and get some work done to make tomorrow better. Yeah, I think we'll just cut today. I'm not fussed about that. I think that'll be fine. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here. I know it's a rather odd end to today, but the interruption we had earlier kind of threw me off my game a little bit. And of course, like I said, I'm wearing down a bit, so we're not gonna overdo it here today. But hopefully you enjoyed this dip into La-mulana and the little modifications I made to the avatar for it. We will be continuing this tomorrow, guaranteed. Thursday, I have something new in mind. We'll see how it plays out, whether it's good or not. I'm reasonably confident it'll be enjoyable, I just don't know how streamable it'll be. We'll find out. And Friday, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. If I can get people for something for Friday, or what have you. And Saturday, who knows? I'm gonna do something. What that something is, I don't know. At some point I did apparently drop frames, though. Huh. I only just noticed that. That wasn't at the time where the disconnect happened. Those were at some other point in time. But it's a 0.1% frame drop, so it's not like it ever hurt anything. We literally lost 714 frames at some point. But either way, I will deal with all of that kind of thing at some other point myself. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, and goodbye.